Hello everyone, welcome to Programming Solutions. So from today onwards we will start with our first chapter, which is basics of the Java. In basics of the Java, very first we will see some history about the Java. After that, what are the features we have in the Java, and then we will write our first program in the Java. We will see how to write the first Java program. We will learn each and every line we have written in that code. After that, I will explain you how to compile the code and how to execute the code. Okay, and then we will see some basics Java related concepts like variables and then data types. Okay, so let's just start with the session. So very first, let's just understand some introduction to the Java. Okay, so understand what is the Java, like what was the name we have for the Java language and who invented this language. Okay, so Java is one of the programming language or technology used for developing the web applications. Okay, Java language was developed at Sun Microsystems in the year 1995 under the guidance of James Gosling. Okay, originally the name of the Java was Oak, and in 1995 it was renamed to the Java. Java is a high level, robust, secured and object oriented programming language. Okay, so when the Java is invented, it is invented in the 1995. Okay, originally the name of the Java was Oak and then it was renamed to the Java. Okay, now let's see some features of the Java. Okay, why Java is so popular. Okay, so these are the features, and because of this Java is very popular and it is a favorite programming language for most of the developers. Okay, now see here what are the features we have. Very first feature is a simple programming language. Java is a simple programming language. It is very easy to understand. Okay, and it is a object oriented programming language. Okay, so when we will start with the classes, object, inheritance, that time you will understand the importance of this feature. Okay, then the next feature is a platform independent. What is the meaning of platform independent? Platform independent means you will write your code once and then you can execute or you can run that code anywhere. Okay, write once, run anywhere. This is the model which we call it as a platform independent. Okay, in the next slide I will explain you in the detailed way what is platform independent. Then Java is a robust language. It is compiled and interpreted. Okay, also it supports multi-threading, and Java is a secure programming language. Okay, so these are the features we have for the Java, and because of this Java is a very popular programming language. Okay, now what is the meaning of platform independent language, right? This is very important interview question also. Like most of the time interviewer asks like what is platform independent feature in the Java, or why we call the Java as a platform independent. Okay, so meaning of the platform independent is you can write your Java file once and then you can run it anywhere. Meaning is that, see here, we have written our .java file. Okay, then we compiled it and generated the .class file, and then this .class file you can share with anyone. Okay, so maybe they can run on Windows operating system, some can run on Linux operating system, or maybe the Mac operating system. Okay, so same .class file will work for all of this. Okay, so you are writing your code once and you are giving that file to anyone and you can just run it anywhere. Okay, so that is the platform independent meaning. Okay, so Java is a platform independent language. Okay, now let's understand your first Java program. Okay, so to write the first Java program, I will be using the IntelliJ IDE. So let me just open the IntelliJ. Okay, here I just created one simple project. Okay, so how to create the project in the IntelliJ? Very simple. You can just go to the file, new project, and here you will give the project name and then like Java language you need to select, and here the build system you can use IntelliJ or Maven, and you have to select the JDK. Okay, and then just click on the create and your project will get created. Okay, now we will write very simple and very short Java program. Okay, now if you see here, I have a source folder or the src folder, right? So in this src folder, let me just create the class. To create the class, what you have to do, you just right click here on the src, select new, and here you need to click on the Java class. Okay, now here you can give the name of the Java file. Okay, so let's just give the name of the Java file as a demo. You can give any name. Okay, now here your class is created. Okay, so for now you don't know anything about the class, but let's just understand, like if you want to write anything in the Java, you need to create the class, right? So now here we have created the class, and now whatever methods, whatever fields you want to write, all of those things will go in this curly brackets. Okay, so minimum or the short program in the Java is, here at least we need to write the main method if you want to execute the program, right? So I have written the main method, public static void main, and here you need to pass the string arguments. And then if you want to print something on the console, then I will be writing system.out.println, and here I can just print maybe this is first Java program. Okay, and here you need to give the semicolon. Okay, so this way you can write your first Java program. Okay, you need to create the class, then you need to write the main method, and if you want to print something, you can just write system.out.println. Okay, in the IntelliJ, if you want to use the short form, then you just need to write sys out or maybe s out. Okay, and then it will just create system.out.println. okay, this is the shortcut in the IntelliJ. Now let me just save the program. Okay, you have written the program here, right? Now how to execute it? If you want to see this output, then what is the process, right? So very first you need to compile the code. Okay, so let me just clear it here, and this is our Java class, which is demo, right? So first you need to compile this code. Okay, so what is the meaning of compilation? Compilation means compiler will check if you have any syntactical mistake in your code. If there is any syntactical mistake, then compiler will give you the error. Okay, so how to compile the code? To compile the code, you need to write here Java C and then file name. So what is the file name we have? We have the demo as a file name. Okay, so Java C demo dot Java. Okay, so here the file name is demo.java, right? We use .java extension to store the file name or to save the file name. Okay, now if I enter, your program will get compiled, and here if you see, the demo.class file got generated automatically by the compiler. Okay, if there are like no issues in your program, if there is a no syntactical mistake in your program, then compiler will compile the code and generate .class file. Okay, now but let's suppose, okay, let's suppose if there are any mistakes. Let's suppose here you are just missing this semicolon. Okay, if you are missing the semicolon, meaning is that you did the syntactical mistake here, right? So if you compile this program which is having some error, okay, what is the error here? Actually here you should write the semicolon, but you have not write a return here, right? So if you save and recompile the program, see here what will happen. You will get the error. And what is the error? It is saying that in your demo class at line number 3 the semicolon is expected. Okay, and where this is expected? after this bracket. Okay, so you need to correct it so that compiler will compile it and generate the dot class file. Okay, let me just add the semicolon here, save the code, and again let me just recompile it. How we can recompile? javac demo.java. Okay, so now there are no syntactical mistakes, so our program is compiled successfully and this demo.class file got generated. Okay, once your compilation is done, then to execute the program, which command we will be using? We will use java, then demo.class you can write, or maybe only demo. Okay, if I enter, you will see the output. This is the first Java program. Whatever you have written in your system.out.println, that you will just see in the console. Okay, so this way we can write our first Java program, compile it and execute it. Okay, so these are the commands. For compilation you will be using javac and class name .java. For execution you will be using java and then file name. Okay, so here even you can use dot class also. Even if you are not using, then also you will get the output. Okay, now another way to run the program in the IntelliJ is you can just right click here and run demo.main. If I click on that option, the program will get compiled and executed and you will see the output here. Okay, let's just wait for parsing. Okay, now see here, you are getting the output. This is the another way to execute the code directly in the IntelliJ. Okay, right click and then just run demo.main. Okay, this is the another way. Now we have one more. If you click on here, then also this file will just get executed. Okay, and one more thing, here also you have one option. See here, you can just click on this run demo and program will get compiled and executed and you will get the output directly. Okay, so these are some different ways you can just execute the program in the IntelliJ IDE. Okay, so this is about the first Java program. Okay, now you understood like how we can write the Java program, how we can compile it and how to execute it. Okay, now let me just go to the slides. Okay, here if you see, let me just make it bigger. Okay, let's just understand whatever we have learned, the same I have just mentioned in our slides. Okay, so we have created very first like Java file. So our Java file name was demo.java, right? So same way here I have app.java file. Okay, then this app.java file, if you want to compile, then we are using javac app.java. Okay, then compiler will compile it and generate the dot class file. Okay, and then if you want to execute it or run it, then you will be using java and app as a file name and then this file will get executed. Okay, this is the flow which we already know. Okay, now this is the, like you can say, the bigger diagram with the detailed explanation what is happening internally. Okay, so I got it from internet and this is very useful, so let's just go through this. Okay, very first what happened here, very first we have written our Java code and saved it in the abc.java file. Okay, then to compile this code we have used javac command and compiler compiled it. If there is a no compilation error, meaning is that there is a no syntactical mistake, then the bytecode will get generated. Bytecode means our dot class file. But if there are any syntactical mistakes, then this dot class file will not get generated. Again you need to go to your Java code, then you need to just write the correct code, remove that syntactical mistake and again compile it. If there are no syntactical errors, then the dot class file will get generated. Okay, now this dot class file you can just give it to the JVM. Okay, for that we will use Java command and then we will give the dot class file name. Okay, then what this JVM will do, JVM will load that bytecode. Okay, then it will just verify it, it will interpret that bytecode line by line. Okay, and then you will see the output. Okay, so this is the internal flow we have whenever we are writing any Java file. Okay, so whenever we execute it internally, all of these things will happen. Very first .java file, then you will compile it, then the bytecode will get generated, and then that you are giving to the JVM. JVM will load that bytecode, it will verify it, then interpret the code line by line, and you will see the output. Okay, this is the flow. I hope this flow is clear to everyone. Okay. Now the next thing, the main method in the Java. Okay. So let's just understand what is this important of this main method, right? So see, if you want to execute any Java file or any program in the Java, then main method is mandatory. Okay, you need to write the main method so that the program will get executed, because whenever you write any code, okay, then first the JVM will check for the main method. Okay, so program execution will start from the main method, so main method is very important. Okay, so whatever, like whenever you execute the program, very first the execution will start from the main method. If you don't have the main method, then you will not able to execute that file. Okay, so this is the importance of the main method. Now we will understand each and every word whatever we have written in our first program. Okay, let me just go to the IntelliJ. Okay, so here let's just understand now what is meaning of public, what is class, demo, static, void, main, everything. Okay, now public is a access modifier. Okay, meaning of public is that you can access this class from anywhere. Okay, then class is also a keyword. Okay, so whenever you want to create the class, that time you need to use this class keyword. See here, even the color of the class is also different because this is an inbuilt keyword in the Java. Okay, now demo is the class name, you can give any name. Okay, so here we don't have any restrictions like you always need to give the name as a demo. No, you can give it test, you can give it hello, you can give any name whatever you like. Okay, then curly brackets, and after that you will be writing the main method. So for the main method, the structure and sequence will always be the same. So always you need to write public, static, void, main, and then here string arguments. Okay, public means this method is publicly accessible from anywhere, anyone can access this method. Static means to access this method there is no need to create the object. Okay, meaning of the static keyword is that you can access this method by using the class name itself, you don't have to create the object. Okay, that is the meaning of the static. For now you just understand that to access the static methods we don't have to create the object, by using the class name only we can access the method. Okay, so whenever we will learn about the static keyword, that time we will see in detail what is a static. Okay, but for now understand that this is a static method, and why this is a static method, so that before creation of object only it will be accessible. Okay, and how it will be accessible? With the class name. Okay, now void means what? Void is a return type. Meaning of the void is that this method is not returning anything. If you don't want to return anything, then the return type will be void. Okay, then main is the method name, so method name for the main method will always be main. Okay, and then we will pass the string arguments. Okay, so this is a string array and this is the name of that array. Okay, and then here system is a class, and then we have the method println. Okay, so whenever you want to print anything on the console, that time you will be using this println method of the system class. Okay, so this is about all the keywords or maybe all the words whatever we have written in this program, right? Public means publicly accessible anywhere. Class is a keyword. Whenever you want to create the class, you will be using the class keyword. Then this is the class name. Okay, then again static means you don't have to create the object to access this method. By using the class name you can access it. Void means this method is not returning anything, so we have given here the return type as a void. Okay, main is a method name, and here we are passing the arguments as a string array, and this is to print something on the console. Okay, so this is about our first Java program. I hope everything is clear until this point. If you have any questions, please mention in the comment section. Okay, now let's just go to the slide. Okay, so in the next slide what we have, like, okay, so these are some questions we have, or maybe you may get this type of questions. Okay, so what is the question is that can we change the sequence of public static void main to static public void main and then string arguments? Yes, we can change it, but the return type should be void always, and argument should be string args only. You can't change the name of this argument also. Okay, only thing is that you can just change this public static sequence. Okay, but you can't change anything else. Then maybe the another question which you can get is that can we create the object of the class without main method? Okay, is it possible to create the object of the class without main method? Okay, see, at this point you may not understand what is object, what is class, if you are very fresh to the Java. Okay, so let's just leave this question for now, and once we get the understanding of the object and classes, that time we will just revisit this question again. Okay, so for now we will just leave this question. Okay, now next topic is variables and data types. Okay, so for today I think we can just stop here. Okay, and in the next session we will see like how to create the variables, if we have any naming conventions, and then we will start with the data types. Okay, so in today's session what are the points we have covered? In today's session we have just covered the features of the Java. Okay, and then what is platform independent, then we have written our first Java program, we understood how it compile and execute, and internally what is happening till the time we write the program and we get the output. Okay, so these are the all things we have covered today, so you can just go through all of these things. If you have any questions you can mention in the comment section, and I request all of you to save this playlist and also share with all of your friends who want to learn the Java, because in this series I will be covering the Java topics in very detailed way. All the Java topics whatever we have seen in the last video, I will be covering that one by one. Okay, so this tutorial or this series will be very helpful for everyone, so I recommend all of you to watch this and share with your friends so they can also get advantage of this. Okay, and if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, so that whenever I upload the video you will get the notification and you will not miss that video. Okay, then that's it for today's video. We will meet in the next session and we will learn the variables and data types. Thank you.